Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jaden Torres, and I'm here to present my capstone project for my graphical user interface development class of spring 2024. So from my proposal, I have created essentially a online ordering for a website that I have made up. Basically a wing restaurant called Jaden's Wing World. Um, I have made this on Visual Basic in Visual Studios 2022, and I would like to present for you what I have made for it today. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All right. So here is my code at the moment. I actually do not want to showcase that right now. I want to go ahead and run it so I can show you what it looks like right off the bat. Take you a little showcase, and then I'll get you behind the scenes. All right, so once you start up the program, this is what it looks like. We have a neat little graphics showing up on the right side of the program. Up towards the top, we have Jaden's Wings World. Jaden's Wing World, that's the title of the restaurant. The location, which is Columbus, Georgia. Our little slogan here says "Best Wings in Town." A little button says "Start here," and a little exit button. Exit whenever you need to from the program. Now, if we do click exit, our program does stop. So let's go ahead and reload our program. Here it is. So upon clicking start here, we are going to be presented with two things. First off, a new page with new options. And on second, down here, we do have a go back and a next button. So going back ultimately leads us right back to the starting page. Going next will give us to the next page. So our first option for us to submit our order is let's get started with your wing count. Right now we have options for either 10 wings, 15 wings, or 20 wings. I'm feeling a little bit hungry today, so I'm going to choose 20 wings. And we'll go ahead and click next. I will see next takes us to our third page of the program. And this states, what type of wings do you prefer? Do you prefer drums? Do you prefer having all drums, all flat, or do you simply do not care? I'm feeling a little bit of drums today, and I do recognize right here that it is $1.25 upcharge for having all drums in your order. So clicking next will bring us to our flavor screen, and let me reiterate that going back does go back on your order. So it was 20 wings, we got drums. And which flavor would you like? Well, I think I am in the mood for medium. And if we click this little checkbox right here that says split a flavor, what that does is just splits up the 20 wings that we have into two different flavors. So we have medium right here. We can split a flavor right now. And let's do lemon pepper. Go to this the next screen. And this is our fry option if we want to fries. So I'm feeling a little regular fry today. Going on to the next screen. And this is a drink screen. Are we thirsty at all? I'm a little bit thirsty today, so I'm going to get me a large drink. Going on to the next page is our sauces. So currently at Jaden's Wing World, we currently offer 3 different sauces, and that is ranch, blue cheese, and honey mustard. And these little drop-down combo boxes limits us to 10 per option. So me knowing I have 20 wings to eat, I'm going to order quite a few bit of ranch. I'm not really a fan of blue cheese, so I'll leave that out. And maybe for fries, I'll have 2 things of honey mustard. All right, and we're going on next to the next screen. And that is the end of all the options given to us, and our order has been added to the cart. To see it, we simply can go to the cart screen. So going to the cart screen, we notice we're presented with a whole different screen. We recognize that our back and next buttons are disappeared, they're gone. So this is essentially our order summary. This is our receipt, this is our subtotal and our total. So let's go through it. So obviously, receipt states Jaden's Wing World and the date, April 2024. We have currently ordered 20 wings, which is $20.99. All drums, which is $1.25 upcharge. Our flavors, which is lemon pepper and medium. We have ordered a large fry and a large drink. And we currently have 7 ranch and 2 honey mustard as our sauces. And of course, our thank you note at the bottom of the receipt. And here's our subtotal and our total, including taxes. And we can either choose to confirm our order or clear our order. Now, there's another little button right here that says receipt file can be found in File Explorer as Jaden Winged World receipt.txt. So we click confirm. We do get a pop-up window saying our order has been confirmed. We will see you here. Okay. And then we are automatically sent back to the start screen. So if I load up our File Explorer and notice that I do have a new Ring World receipt text, and this is all the stuff that we have ordered into a file format. All right. Let's see. Let's go through a couple scenarios. So what if I want to order 10 wings? I don't really care if his drums are flats. Maybe I just want one flavor and that's barbecue. Maybe I just want maybe I want a large fry but no drink. And maybe I want 3 blue cheeses. Let's go to the cart. We are greeted with our receipt: 10 wings, wings and flats, barbecue, no drink, and blue cheese. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our subtotal is $16.98, and our total is $18.17. All right. So now, this is my code. This is my little information at the top. These are my sources. I have used sources from Summit P1 and A7, and this is for my file create screen. I have a couple imports in relations to the files. I had to figure out how to get it working, and these are all my variables. So I'm going to try to section them off and make it as good as possible. This page count right here is basically all of my pages. So you'll see further down the line of the code that these are my I have page counted, and I just made it for it to be easier to navigate through the pages, easier to tell the code what page you're on and all that fun stuff. Each variable that has the proc on it, so every variable that has a proc on it basically means that it accounts for the proper radio button pressed for that said item. So, or for that said category. So, for example, we get wing count. Let's just say you press if you press option number 2, which is 15 wings, then eventually wing count 15 will get triggered and added to our subtotal. And let's see. So yeah, and I essentially have that for almost every option that you're presented with when ordering your food. So I have one for our wing count, our wing type, our flavors, our fries, our drinks, and our sauces. A little bit out of order, but all of them are there. And these are my prices that I decided to put down. Large fry, or Lego fry, large fry, regular drink, large drink. Every extra sauce is 25%. Anything that's other than 1. It's an extra 25 cents per sauce. All right, moving down to the code. Also, this is my path. I didn't want to cause any errors. Um, trying to navigate to a desktop. I think this was the best way, just naming it as a file and having it sent into the active repo that is under to prevent any future errors. So once the form loads, I have a couple of ignore buttons. So basically, these ignores. Um, Earlier in the class, I have found this little weird error button, or this little bug, I would say, is that whenever you load a program that has a group of radio buttons, automatically one radio button is pressed. Therefore, that option is automatically selected. And I didn't really care for that. So what I did is I had all those radio buttons in the group box, and I also had another um radio button that you cannot see. It's called ignore. So basically, once that form loads, ignore it automatically gets clicked. So you technically have a clean slate of all radio buttons without it automatically being clicked. And then I just hide it for the rest of the program. I kind of had this set up for multiple different pages depending on the group. And yeah, so and the go back button off loading, off the opening screen has disappeared, and as soon as also as the next button. So these are basically my pages. I basically have different subclasses for them. So this is my page one, all what is shown and all what is hidden. This is my page two, all what is shown and what is hidden. I also have little markers for these because I knew I was going to get confused on which is which. I essentially have 9 different pages in this program that shows me all what's going to be hidden, what's going to be clicked, and what's going to be shown. Going over to this is my go back button. So this essentially, tracks on what page is on, and then, subtracts one page and then calls the appropriate page. Same thing goes for the next click button. Exit button closes program. These are my little procs, as I mentioned before, depending on what it is, which ready button is checked. It's going to run this little code. Basically, at the moment, it's just calling this variable and assigning it a value. And it's doing that for every radio button that was mentioned for later when being called for computes. So yeah, I did this for all of the options that were selected. So moving down further. So this is when I kind of start making different subclasses for my receipts to create my receipt. So starting off with the very first option, Wingtown, is basically just my wing count. If the wing proc was equal to 1, then I will add to the receipt and to my file that 10 wings were a part of the order and is $10.99. And same thing goes, if you were to order 15 wings or 20 wings. And basically it's like this, but for every category that was selected. So we got Wingtown for the wing count, Type Town for the wing type, which was, all drums, all flats, or wings and flats. Flavor Town, which was basically all the flavors that were mentioned. Basically, I had this as a array, and the array, as you can see, is right here. So basically, I have all of these, and I have it just flying through a if statement. So wherever the flavor proc picks up, Flavor Z then adds it automatically to its little text file ready for receipt and the file. Now, in regards to the combo, if the combo box is clicked, then additionally, this is the second iteration subclass of the combo box if it was selected. And basically the same thing happens, but I have a separate flavor Z2 string to hold that second flavor if it's required. So going back to the procs, we have Frytown. You know, the proc tells, going through the if statements, if it's going to be a no fry, regular fry, a large fry. Drinktown, same thing. Saucetown, same thing. A little different. We have, if ranch is above 0, then we need to, add that to receipt, letting them know, hey, that they order ranch, or hey, they order blue cheese or honey mustard. And of course, if they did not order anything, it should not show up on their receipt. And this is my subclass, which is compute. This is compute this is called whenever we click view our cart. So basically, this is my little sub answer. This basically just holds all my prices. I just reset it back to 0. And essentially it just goes through basically what all done with the sheet, but the integer computational part of it. So just doing the mathematics behind it. So, and I try to make it little in sequence. So of course we got wing count first. We have wing type, and then fry type, then drink type. Ranch, or no, sauces if they ordered any. This is quite long because I wanted to account for 25 cents for each and every item of sauce ordered. And then after that's all said and done and finished, I have sub answer then picking up and assigning price hold um as its value. And then I'm calling stat output. Stat output is basically me just formatting my answer and setting it back to a toString for our group boxes to show the user. This kind of format with the compute subclass and the stat output subclass is what I've been doing all semester. I've been kind of used to it. That's why I use inspiration from my previous programs and was able to source some stuff out of that. So stat output currently has our tax, which is 0.07. Basically what that does is used in the final answers, and what final answers does, it is sub answer plus tax uh to the 10th decimal. And then it calls receipt setup. So before I continue, let me show you what receipt setup is. Here is receipt setup. So basically receipt setup basically calls wing town, type town, flavor town, fry town, drink town, all the subclasses I shown earlier. It calls all of that while you know that the order has been confirmed and all the computing part has been performed. Then it starts setting up all the receipts and the file, getting ready for you to be sent over to you or displayed. So once that's done, this is a little if statement to tell, if that combo box has been selected to include that also. Let's see. This is our group boxes to display our sub answer variable and our final answers variable to toString. This is a variable that held my items that held my receipt. This is soon to be pushed into a text file and given to you as Jaden's Wing World receipt.txt. This right here is my I apologize. Yeah. This is for our file, and this is the group box that is going to be sent over to you. All right. So, and down here is I just define my path of the file. I gather all the items necessary for the file. I write the file and I close the file. And basically what this is just shows that the receipt can be found in File Explorer as shadenwingscroll.receipt.txt. And the rest of these things, confirm click, basically just says your order has been confirmed. We will see you here. Receipt E. Receipt E basically just resets every text in every group, every page. Receipts or resets the receipt, hides everything, and basically just uh, yep, resets the sub answer and final answer to default. Same thing kind of goes for clear. As a clear states, it says, "Are you sure you want to clear your order?" If as a pop-up box, you can say yes or no. And if yes, the message box does come back up and say your card's been cleared. I will show that here in a few. And a couple more procs and a couple more unnecessary stuff I just need to clean up. So boom, say we order 15 with drums, plain, and we don't care about the rest. There we go. So that is our subtotal. If we hit clear, we have a little pop-up window saying, "Are you sure you want to clear your order?" Yes, I want to clear your order. And my card's been cleared, and we're right back to the start. All right. I believe that covers everything that is in my code. I appreciate you sitting down and watching and listening to my presentation for my graphical user interface development class. And have a good rest of your day.